It's Steve from Lutsk Training coming at you today with a pretty important video on one of the most important aspects, often overlooked aspects of fitness, and that is goal setting. Whether it's trying to put on some weight, trying to lose weight, if you don't have a clear-cut game plan, even if you have a huge reason to do it, if you don't have a game plan, you're not going to get there. It's just not going to happen. And on a side note, cut my hair a little bit, trim the beard a little bit. My dad said in my last video I looked kind of like a slob, and I figured that, since he got me a Sega Genesis when I was little and, a college education, that I'd clean up a little bit for you. So, I digress. How to set a 90-day fitness goal is what I'm going to focus on today. 90 days is an awesome period of time. It's a little bit far out, but it's not so far out that it seems like an eternity away, so you can kind of wrap your mind around it, which is nice. Which brings me to what exactly is a goal in the first place. First of all, a goal can't be just a concept. It can't just be something non-specific like I kind of want to get fit, or I want to lose weight, or I want to get bigger. The characteristics that define a goal are that they have to be realistic, it has to be tangible, and it has to have a specific period of time. The more specific you can get here, the more likely you're going to be to succeed. The more you're going to be able to break it down. And that's what you have to do. So it can't just be super general, it's got to be super specific. For example, I want to lose 18 pounds in 90 days. 18 pounds, it's realistic, 90 days, super specific. It's a very great goal. It's a doable goal. If you break it down, it's about a pound a week for 90 days. Is that right? No, it's not. It's about a pound and a half a week for... I wasn't a math major at that aforementioned college education that my dad got me. So I digress again. It's about a pound and a half a week for 90 days, which is fantastic. It's doable. It's aggressive, but it's doable if you do it right. So in order to get there, once again, it can't just be you have a huge reason to do so and you really want it really bad, so you're going to make it happen. No, you got to get a game plan. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to break it down into things you have to do on a daily basis, things you have to do on a weekly basis, things you have to do on a monthly basis, and we have some benchmarks, which means that at the end of 30 days, it should be about 6 pounds that you're losing. At the end of 60 days, it should be about 12 pounds, and at the end of the 90 days, if everything is going fantastically, if you work with me, it will, you'll get to that 18 pounds. So, starting with daily tasks, let's break it down like this. On a day-to-day basis, what do you have to do as far as exercise is concerned? Do you have a workout? Are you doing cardio? Are you doing weightlifting? Are you doing a metabolic or conditioning session? Doing yoga? You have to write down what you're doing that particular day. If you're doing a workout, the more specific you can be with your workout, the better. Today's going to be a day where I do a full body weightlifting session. Perfect. You get that down on a piece of paper. Nutrition-wise, what are you doing to change your diet? Are you starting off every day with a green smoothie? Are you implementing intermittent fasting? Are you taking your carbs down a little bit? The more specific you can get, the better. If you don't really know what to do here, you would get a coach, you would talk to someone like me, I'd help you out with that aspect. I don't expect you to read textbooks on nutrition or read some garbage information on the internet. That will take you nowhere near where you want to be. So you have to establish what you're going to be doing on a daily basis to get your nutrition handled, because it's going to be important. And the last thing you're going to do on a daily basis is what are you going to do to recover, because you can't just work out and treat your body like crap after the fact. Are you sleeping enough? Are you getting 8 hours of sleep? Is that one of your daily tasks? Are you foam rolling? Are you stretching? All comes down to this. Daily tasks, what your workout is, how you're handling your nutrition, how you're recovering. Let's break it down further. On a weekly basis, how many of those workouts are you doing? I don't expect you to work out every day. You don't want to be working out every day. You got to give your body a little break. So, are you working out 4 times? Are you working out 3 times? Are you doing 4 weightlifting sessions, 2 cardio days if you're getting super crazy? Are you doing a martial arts session? Have that down. So every week I'm going to do this. I'm going to do 4 workouts, or I'm going to do 3 workouts. That's how that would break down. How many cheat meals? factoring in if your diet program, if your nutritional blueprint has a cheat meal or cheat day implemented in it. Have that mapped out. So on Monday through Friday, I'm gonna be eating clean. I'm gonna stick to my game plan. Saturday, I'm gonna throw in a cheat day. You have that mapped out. If you have that down on paper, it's gonna pan out. If you just kind of wing your nutrition, or if you just kind of do guesswork, it's not gonna happen. Last thing you may wanna implement: how many active recovery days? How many days are you gonna just stretch out, or just do a yoga session, or just do like 30 minutes of foam rolling? Have that in the weekly category. Last but not least, on a monthly basis, what else are you gonna do? These are the types of things you do maybe once, twice, 3 times a month, but you have them planned out. You have them in your action steps. Things such as, I'm gonna have a session with a coach, with me. I'm gonna check in once every 2 weeks with me to make sure that we're on track, make sure I'm doing everything correctly, maybe do a weigh-in or do some measurements, stuff like that. Am I gonna do a sports massage? My guy Mario will take care of you when you're in LA training room's this spot. Are you taking care of your muscles? Are you taking care of your joints? Are you actively recovering? Spa day, you want to make sure your head's in the right place. Are you relaxing? If you're too stressed out, cortisol levels can be high. You may not be getting the results that you want, so you got to make sure you're actively relaxing. Do a spa session, something like that. Go into the steam room, go to the sauna once a month. Plan that out twice a month, however many times you're going to do it. Make sure you got it down. It's part of your plan. And last thing I have on here, at the end of your first month, reevaluate. Take your measurements. Are you at your 30-day benchmark? If yes, awesome. Stay the course. Do the same things every day. Do the same things on a weekly basis. Do the same things on a monthly basis. After 60 days, if you're still there, fantastic. You just got 30 days to go. Your goal setting was fantastic. And ideally, at the end of the 90 days, you get to that 18 pounds or whatever your goal is. If for whatever reason you get to the first 30-day benchmark and you haven't hit that benchmark, you go right back to here. You reevaluate. You make a new game plan. Is it the end of the world? Hell no. This process has that built in. If you don't get it, then you reevaluate. Were my workouts effective? Was I doing the right workouts? Could I have taken my calories down? Could I have had my carbs at a different level? Am I getting enough protein? That's what you would reevaluate there. Did I do enough active recovery? If that's the case, you would reevaluate. You check in again in 30 days, and hopefully you would be at your benchmark there. Hopefully you would also continue that at the end of another 60-day benchmark, seeing it through all the way to the end of 90 days. So the bottom line here is that if you have a goal you want to get to, no matter how important it is, wishing for it, praying for it, making a vision board for it is not gonna work. All right, you need to take specific action steps, like a checklist. Hit it every single day. If it's doable, follow it, and hopefully you're getting the results that you want. Do this by yourself. Hopefully you didn't just watch this video and kind of take it in. Get a pen and paper, write it out for you. This stuff works. I didn't make it up. This was taught to me. I've applied it. I wouldn't be teaching it to you if I didn't apply it and see that it actually works. So do it yourself, or schedule a session with me and I'll help you do it, and we'll get there. 90-day goals. Do it up, son! Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a good one.